The foundation of a perfect harvest is laid in silence, long before the green appears.
The seed attains, a piece of the past holding the promise of the future. Precision, measured depth, calculated distance. Every seed claims its perfect space.
Days turn to weeks. The silent magic of photosynthesis transforms earth to leaf.
Above ground, the solar panel is working, fueling the treasure hidden below.
The bloom marks the beginning of the true work. The energy descends, and the tubers begin to swell.
Water, the lifeblood delivered on demand, managed by science and a commitment to hydration.
Farming is no longer guesswork. It is a data-driven science of perfect equilibrium.
The micro-ecosystem is thriving. Everything, from microbe to root, is a part of the greater system.
Rest comes, but the work below continues. The waiting begins.
Final push. The starch is accumulating. The skin is setting. The potato nears its peak.
The vine kill begins, a crucial step to force the skin to toughen and prepare for the shock of harvest.
A mandatory pause. For 2 weeks, the potato rests, healing and hardening its protective armor.
Sampling, measuring the maturity, checking the specific gravity, confirming the texture.
Ready. The moment of culmination. The potato is in its prime.
The machines awake. The season's final act, the harvest, begins now. From the darkness, they are gently but forcefully lifted, beginning their journey to the surface. Preparation. The earth is returned. The crop is retained. A delicate dance of gravity and mechanics. The flow is constant. Ton after ton, the season's labor fills the waiting transporters. The first destination. A temporary holding for the journey that lies ahead. The rhythm of the field now becomes the rhythm of the road, moving quickly, carefully.
To ensure quality year-round, the journey continues to a high-tech, climate-controlled vault.
Zero impact unloading. Every step of the process is designed to protect the fragile tuber. Preparation for inspection. One by one, they are given their individual space. A quick, cleansing shower. Removing the last traces of the field, revealing the true quality. The digital eye. Milliseconds to assess size, shape, and defects. Zero human error. Into the vault. Layer upon layer, they are placed in perfect darkness and cool air.
Monitoring the core. A constant vigil to ensure perfect dormancy and prevent sprouting or decay. The long sleep. Protected from the elements, the harvest remains fresh, awaiting its final calling.
The moment of activation. The raw material is pulled from storage and prepared for transformation.
First step of processing, thorough washing, followed by the precise removal of the outer skin.
The raw canvas. Pure starch, pristine, and ready for shaping.
Hydro cutting. Precision beyond the hand, ensuring every single fry is identically cut.
Blanch. A quick, hot bath to remove excess surface starch and prevent oil absorption.
The first cook. A flash fry to set the perfect texture and begin the transformation to gold.
The final touch. Automated, consistent seasoning for a perfectly balanced flavor.
Flash freezing. Locking in the flavor and crispness at the moment of peak quality.
Sealed and protected. The final product is prepared for its global journey, ready for the consumer. From earth to pallet, a fully traceable, standardized product ready for shipping.
The temperature is set. The final mile begins. Versatility is endless. Beyond the fry, the potato fuels an entire global industry. But the core joy remains. The simple, timeless reward of pulling food from the earth with your own hands.
A humble source of sustenance, a global connection. The potato's journey ends, and our story begins.
Protection against the unseen enemy. The seed is fortified before it touches the soil.
The planting window is narrow, the work relentless. Day and night merge into the season.
Automated precision. Centimeter-level accuracy, ensuring optimal row spacing and zero overlap.
Soil health is paramount. Structure designed to absorb, drain, and nurture, never to drown.
Eyes in the sky. Scanning the infrared spectrum to detect stress before it is visible to the human eye.
Targeted nutrition. Feeding the plant exactly what it needs, exactly when it needs it, minimizing waste. The miracle of division. A tiny cell begins to swell, hoarding the energy from above.
Integrated pest management. Observation, identification, and a focus on biological control first.
From dawn to dusk, the system works to ensure every single plant has the perfect moisture profile.
The surface is sealed, the tubers are safe. The final maturation period is a test of patience. The constant threat, sunburn, impact, and insects. Every detail of cultivation is designed to prevent these flaws.
Be consistent, watch the belt pressure.
The harvest leader, coordinating a multi-million-dollar operation where precision is paramount.
The soft touch. Decades of engineering dedicated to minimizing mechanical impact.
The final strip. An entire season of work condensed into a few hours of powerful motion.
Engineered landing, protecting the skin from the very first moment of transport. Efficiency and flow, merging thousands of pounds per hour without a single collision. Treatment, a final, non-chemical measure to eliminate surface pathogens before the long dormancy.
The perfect climate, controlling both temperature and humidity to stop water loss and maintain turgidity.
The winter shift. The physical labor is replaced by the digital vigilance of storage management.
Steam peeling. Using rapid pressure changes to cleanly separate the skin, retaining the nutrition closest to the surface.
Different shapes, same precision. The water jet adapts to create perfect, uniform cubes for industrial products.
Final quality assurance, eliminating any remaining visual defects before the cook cycle.
The perfect cook, a continuous, controlled process to ensure uniform texture from center to edge.
Dehydration, reducing the bulk for long-term storage and use in countless convenience products.
If purest form. Potato starch, a critical ingredient for food and non-food industries worldwide.
Continuous analysis, testing for sugar content, starch profile, and mineral density to ensure quality standards are met.
Mass production excellence. The finished product, organized, counted, and boxed for distribution. Global reach. From the field to the container, the potato travels across continents to every corner of the world. The local node. The journey finds its endpoint on the consumer's shelf, ready for immediate purchase. Desire. The connection is made, the simple promise of flavor and enjoyment.
The cycle restarts, preparing the soil, ensuring deep aeration and drainage for the next planting. Deep conditioning. The foundation must be perfect for the delicate potato root system to thrive.
Variable rate mapping. Creating a precise digital blueprint for soil type and nutrient requirements.
The perfect tilt. The surface is a fine bed, ready to embrace the seed.
The perfect start. A clean, uniform furrow ensures the seed rests at the ideal depth.
The initial struggle. An incredible force of nature pushing for the light.
And hilling. Crucial for protection, shading the tubers to prevent greening and providing space for growth.
The natural world at work. Pollinators play their essential role in the field's wider ecosystem.
From the sky to the drip line, water delivery is customized to the specific field and weather profile.
Plant's defense. A tiny adjustment, governed by biology, protecting the essential water reserves.
The final inspection. Ensuring the internal structure is dense, solid, and completely mature.
Turning the resource. The unused plant material becomes a protective, nutrient-rich cover.
The heart of the harvest. A non-stop, orchestrated effort to capture the crop at the perfect moment.
Real-time optimization. Continuously adjusting settings to maximize yield and minimize impact.
Grading for destiny. Not all potatoes are destined for the fresh market. Every shape has a purpose.
The information conduit. Transparency of ingredients, origin, and preparation instructions. From the quiet field to the bustling city. The final delivery into the hands of the consumer network.
Culinary craft. The simplest ingredient elevated by skill and intention.
The ultimate reward. A testament to the journey from earth to table.
The future of the crop. Continuous innovation to create hardier, more sustainable varieties.
Variety and strength. The next cycle, fortified with research and history.
The season ends. The cycle begins. The continuous promise of the earth. And so, the epic is ready to be written again.
The moment of placement. Perfectly centered, awaiting the embrace of the soil. Hilled for protection. The soil mound is its first defense against the light and the elements. Checking the thermal profile, ensuring the ground is warm enough for immediate, uniform germination.
Protection from above. Modern, non-harmful deterrents to save the newly placed seed.
Phototropism. The programmed desire for the sun. A primal force. The emergence. The season has officially begun.
The morning renewal. Every drop of water is a precious resource, fueling the rapid expansion.
Weed management, mechanical, precise, and minimizing the need for chemical intervention. Targeted thermal management. Dark mulch absorbs the sun, encouraging early stolon and tuber formation.
Order in the chaos. The discipline of the row is the discipline of the final product.
The ephemeral beauty of the plant's peak. A signal that the true growth is now beginning below.
The water search. The root system is the engine, constantly seeking moisture and nutrients.
Thermal gradient.
The mound must insulate the tubers from the heat of the summer sun.
Biological control. Using nature's own predators to maintain a healthy, balanced field ecosystem.
The final expansion. The potato is gaining mass, storing starch for its final days in the ground.
Nature's freeze. The chill helps to finish the haulm kill and fully set the potato skin.
The skin set test. The tuber is ready only when its protective layer is fully cured and hardened. And
Unearthing. A powerful, clean cut to begin the process of separation.
The golden stream. The culmination of the growing season. A non-stop, controlled flow.
The land is cleared. The potatoes are in motion. The first stage of the journey is over.
Guardian of the load. Every potato's quality relies on the smooth, careful transport to storage.
Traceability begins. Every load is instantly logged and tracked back to its precise location on the farm. Box separation. Utilizing the difference in density for a clean, damage-free transfer.
Pre-storage drying. Ensuring the surface is clean and dry to prevent any potential decay during dormancy.
Bulk storage management. The mass acts as its own insulator, with the air system providing precise control.
Dormancy extension. Natural inhibitors are circulated to ensure the potato remains dormant year-round.
The testament of storage. Months later, the quality is maintained, ready for processing.
Emergence. The stored crop is brought back into the light for its final transformation.
High power cleansing, ensuring every particle of dirt is removed before peeling begins.
Full utilization. Every part of the potato and the process is managed for minimal waste.
Subsurface detection. The final, ultimate quality control to ensure a pure, clean product.
A change of geometry. The precise cutting mechanism is adapted for the thinnest, most uniform slices.
Water bath. Extracting free sugars to ensure a pale, uniform color after frying. The final cook. A rapid, hot oil treatment for the ultimate crispness and perfect golden hue.
Flavor fusion. The salt adheres instantly to the warm surface, locking in the taste. Final visual quality. No flaw escapes the high-speed camera's perfect standard. Precision filling. Ensuring every single bag contains the identical, guaranteed net weight.
Atmospheric protection. Flushed with nitrogen to prevent crushing and oxidation, maintaining ultimate freshness.
Sealed and delivered. The journey from field to shelf is almost complete.
The universal snack. A simple indulgence, fueled by a complex process.
Nutritional profiling. Maximizing the health benefits and vitamin content through selective breeding.
Heritage preservation. Maintaining the genetic library of ancient and rare potato varieties for resilience.
Passing on the knowledge. Connecting the next generation to the source of their food.
The digital canvas. Millions of seeds, planted with a single, unified purpose. The instantaneous assessment. Every micro detail is captured and analyzed in a fraction of a second.
Internal logistics. The high volume movement of a valuable, temperature-sensitive product.
Color consistency. A controlled sugar application to guarantee a stable, attractive color profile.
Cryogenic perfection. The internal moisture is locked in, preventing sogginess upon reheating.
Beyond the plate, the potato's utility extends into packaging, medicine, and sustainable livestock feed. The relentless pursuit of the planting schedule under the intense midday sun.
The formula is adapted, a different chemistry for different soil conditions.
Micro-adjustment, setting the exact depth for the current soil moisture profile.
Growth continues regardless of the sun. The soil provides the initial warmth.
The plant's natural defense mechanism, a texture to deter the first wave of pests.
Targeted application. Protection delivered at the precise moment of greatest need, minimizing drift.
Main phase. The tuber acts as a massive sponge, accumulating water and starch.
Energy diversion. Manipulating the growth cycle to maximize the size and density of the underground crop.
And full profile. Analyzing the soil at depth to manage compaction and nutrient availability.
The pre-harvest preparation. A smooth surface aids the harvester's efficiency and gentleness.
Harvest begins at the moment of optimal temperature and soil moisture.
In-field grading. Sizing the crop instantly to ensure each tuber finds its correct destination. The steady stream. A perfect coordination between two massive machines, never breaking the flow.
Night shift. Logistics continue around the clock during the peak of harvest season.
All right, driver, keep it coming straight back. We're ready for unload.
The final human check. No machine can perfectly replicate the trained eye and the gentle touch.
Perfect humidity. Maintaining a saturated atmosphere to prevent skin dryness and weight loss. State of perfect stasis. A controlled environment halts the passage of time.
Winter withdrawal. The supply remains stable, even as the landscape freezes over.
Water transportation. The gentlest and most efficient way to move the delicate, peeled product. The flaw of the fragment. No surface defect is permitted to pass the final quality check. The power of geometry. Instantaneously adapting the cutter to a different product line.
Steam pre-cooking. Setting the texture and reducing the final fry time.
The coating stage. A light, flour-based seasoning for extra crispness and flavor.
Perfect crust. A quick, hot oil bath sets the seasoned batter to a perfect golden crisp.
Instantaneous lock-in. Liquid nitrogen flash freezing to preserve the exact texture. Packaging for the modern consumer. Perfectly sealed, perfectly protected.
A robust package, secure for the international journey ahead.
Across the continent, the cold chain is maintained, regardless of the terrain.
The convenience. High-quality food, ready in minutes, enabling shared moments.
Calibration before launch. Ensuring the exact seed density per acre for optimal stand count.
Nutrient separation. Placing the vital starter fertilizer where the root can find it, but the seed is protected.
Canopy closure. The foliage is expanding, shading the row and maximizing solar capture.
Overnight exudation. A sign of a healthy, rapidly growing root system and a surplus of water.
The arch of abundance. Science and nature combining to deliver the necessary moisture.
The speed of nature. Another vital interaction within the field's thriving ecosystem.
Final transfer. All energy is stored. The potato is in its ready state.
The moment of truth.
Unearthing the hidden treasure. Confirmed and perfect.
Synchronized efficiency. Doubling the effort. Having the time. Maximizing the harvest window.
The cushion transfer. Every drop is mitigated to prevent internal bruising.
The final park, bringing the raw material into the processing logistics chain.
System integrity check. The line pauses for a millisecond to ensure every potato is accounted for.
The breathing of the crop. Monitoring respiration to ensure the potatoes are not consuming their starch reserves.
Airflow correction. Rapidly purging the bay to stabilize the environment and induce deeper dormancy.
Visual logistics. Instant identification of the potato type and processing destiny. The gentle polish. The last fragments of skin are softly removed before final trimming.
The art of trimming. A final human check and precise correction for any missed imperfection.
Pre-cook blanching. Setting the texture and reducing the final fry time for various products.
Color uniformity. A microdose of sugar solution guarantees a stable, golden color upon final cooking. Volume control. Hundreds of micro calculations ensure the final packaged weight is perfectly accurate.
Product switch. The line is seamlessly transitioned to a different brand or product size.
Up the line. Preparing for the final stage of secondary packaging into cartons.
Secondary container. A perfect, structurally sound box is created in seconds. Batch tracking. Every box receives a unique identifier for full supply chain traceability. Robotic precision. Stacking the load for ultimate stability and maximizing shipping density. Long-term cold storage. A vast, automated warehouse dedicated to maintaining the cold chain. Mobile cold chain. The temperature is maintained to the dead degree, ensuring zero thawing. A final logistics hub. Preparing to transition from road to sea. Final preparation. The last 3 minutes of the potato's 180-day journey.
Planting in the sweet spot of moisture. Perfect soil conditions for seed health and emergence.
Respiration readiness. Ensuring adequate oxygen for the seed to begin its vigorous sprout.
Testing the strength. The stalk gains rigidity in preparation for the underground pressure.
The perfect shoulder. Building the final, massive hill to prevent light intrusion and maximize tuber space.
Nutrient utilization. The root system seeks out the last reserves of organic matter.
Ultra-low volume application. Targeting only the necessary areas, drastically reducing chemical footprint.
The waxy defense. The leaf's natural resistance to excess water absorption and fungal spores.
Compaction testing. Ensuring the subsoil is loose enough for maximum root and tuber development.
Minimizing the footprint. Specialized low-pressure tires prevent damage to the soil structure.
At final analysis. Density measurement indicates the starch content and the potato's final quality grade.
Working until the light fails. Capturing the season's reward under a painted sky.
Controlling the agitation. Adjusting the force to prevent bruising in light soil or aid separation in heavy soil.
Level loading. Ensuring the load is stable and the potatoes are not crushed in transit.
Environmental log. Capturing the external conditions to adjust the initial cooling and storage plan. Moisture seal. Applying a breathable barrier to minimize shrinkage and maintain fresh weight. The final pile. The bay is sealed, the temperature is set, and the dormancy begins.
Climate of control. Holding the temperature at the ideal point to halt metabolism and maintain freshness.
Light detection. A microscopic presence of greening is instantly detected and removed. The final human gate. Utilizing trained human vision for the final, critical check before the cook cycle. Operation science. Ensuring zero clumping for a perfectly even blanch and fry.
Oil purity. Constant, automated filtration ensures the oil remains pristine and the flavor is clean. Sub-zero consistency. The entire environment is maintained at a flash freezing temperature.
Algorithmic accuracy. Utilizing advanced mathematics to ensure zero product giveaway or underfill. Hash brown transformation. The same line, adapted for a completely different potato product. Volume stacking. Lifting and placing an entire layer in a single, controlled movement.
Load security. The final wrap ensures a perfectly stable, safe load for all modes of transport.
Intermodal transfer. Moving the cold chain from the warehouse to the global shipping network.
Independent verification. A third-party data logger records the temperature for the entire sea journey.
Fresh preparation. The potato is celebrated in its simplest, unadulterated form.
The promise is renewed under the low, brooding sky.
Singulation precision. Preventing doubles or skips for maximum space efficiency.
Exponential growth. The calculated rate of emergence and expansion is achieved.
Mission complete. The data is transferred, and the prescription for the field is generated.
Preparation and protection. Keeping the soil friable while mounding the tuber bed.
Genetic potential. The natural cycle continues, producing the true seed for future breezing programs.
Natural avoidance. The tuber automatically adjusts its growth path to bypass obstacles.
Final cure. The power of the sun and air to toughen the skin for the mechanical harvest.
Harvest in the mist. The work continues, adapting to the low visibility conditions. Automated leveling. Ensuring a perfect, non-compacting layer across the entire load. The first mile. Moving the valuable cargo carefully from the field to the main transport artery. The gentle clean. A final buffing to ensure a perfectly clean surface for long-term storage.
Saturation stability. Holding the air at near maximum humidity to prevent weight loss from evaporation.
Airflow management. A gentle, constant movement of air prevents localized moisture buildup.
Specialty logistics. Segregated handling for high-value organic and certified crops.
Surface sanitation. Using non-chemical UV light to ensure a perfectly sterile product before cutting. Textural variation. The cutter blade is swapped to create a complex, wavy surface for extra crunch.
Frying the curve. Ensuring every surface and recess of the complex shape is perfectly cooked.
Pure starch packaging. Sealing the fine, moisture-sensitive powder for extended shelf life. The final convergence. Products from different lines meet before their final separation for shipping. Into the global network. The cold chain container begins its voyage across the ocean.
Satellite logistics. Every package is tracked, its location and internal environment monitored continuously.
arrival in the final market. A journey of thousands of miles, completed with temperature integrity. Data verification. Confirmation that the cold chain was never broken throughout the entire voyage.
Local distribution. Transferring the cargo to the in-country cold fleet.
The final urban mile. Navigating the dense, complex routes to the end-user market.
The quick-serve destination. The final product meets the consumer demand for speed and quality.
Instant seasoning. The salt adheres perfectly to the hot surface for maximum flavor retention.
A simple pleasure. The potato in its most recognized, beloved form.
The elevation of the humble. A reminder of the tuber's versatility and sophistication.
The foundation of a perfect harvest is laid in silence, long before the green appears.
The seed tail, a piece of the past, holding the promise of the future. Days turn to weeks. The silent magic of photosynthesis transforms earth to leaf.
Above ground, the solar panel is working, fueling the treasure hidden below.
The bloom marks the beginning of the true work. The energy descends, and the tubers begin to swell.
Vine kill begins, a crucial step to force the skin to toughen and prepare for the shock of harvest.
Farming is no longer guesswork. It is a data-driven science of perfect equilibrium. The final push. The starch is accumulating. The skin is setting. The potato nears its peak.
The machines awake. The season's final act, the harvest, begins now. From the darkness, they are gently but forcefully lifted, beginning their journey to the surface. The flow is constant. Ton after ton, the season's labor fills the waiting transporters. To ensure quality year-round, the journey continues to a high-tech, climate-controlled vault.
The digital eye. Milliseconds to assess size, shape, and defects. Zero human error.
Into the vault. Layer upon layer, they are placed in perfect darkness and cool air.
The first step of processing, thorough washing, followed by the precise removal of the outer skin.
Hydro-cutting. Precision beyond the hand, ensuring every single fry is identically cut.
And the first cook. A flash fry to set the perfect texture and begin the transformation to gold.
Flash freezing. Locking in the flavor and crispness at the moment of peak quality. Sealed and protected. The final product is prepared for its global journey, ready for the consumer. From earth to pallet. A fully traceable, standardized product, ready for shipping.
Temperature is set. The final mile begins.
A humble source of sustenance, a global connection. The potato's journey ends, and our story begins.
But the core joy remains. The simple, timeless reward of pulling food from the earth with your own hands.
The final product of a complex, global, and ancient cycle.
The promise is within. The genetic code for the next harvest is held in a single piece.
Future is in the soil. And the cycle, the epic of the earth, is ready to be written again.
Seed to seed. The ultimate commitment to global sustenance. Precision geometry. The foundation of the next season's perfect row.